Hey, what's up folks? This is Peter and this is going to be the first video in a series of tutorial videos, and today this particular video is going to be a video to show new users how to get their account set up. So let's jump straight in. So as you can see, we've got the BetBros login screen here, and I'm going to log into one of my test user accounts, and I'm going to type in the password while talking. It's a bit tricky. Click in and thinking about, alright, cool, we're in. Alright, so as soon as you log in you can see the main page, and if you try to click into events, fixtures, selection board, simulator, or the bet tracker, you get redirected to this page, this section here, which is a profile page. Basically, if you click on this and you go to profile, you'll end up here. And what it's telling me is your profile is incomplete. Please see below what needs to be completed. So it's highlighting here. You need to enter your first name. So I'm just going to put a dummy first name. I'll just put here Bat. The last name is optional. I'm just going to put Batman. And time zone's important because the way the fixtures and pretty much everything that you do on this website is recorded, time-stamped. So I'm going to put Australia. I'm going to put United Kingdom, Europe. Let's say Dublin. Where's London? There's London. Okay, cool. Let's just put London, for example. And I'll update that. Cool. And bank. Okay, so you need at least one active bank account. And okay, so a lot of professional or intermediate or whatever punters or sports bettors will tell you the importance of having money management. So as part of that philosophy, I have integrated a way for you to manage your bank or your different types of bank account, or where you have your funds, for example. So for the purpose of this tutorial, I recommend, for the purpose of getting your account up and running so that you can access the events and fixtures and the rest of the website, I recommend that you have a Buffer account, which Buffer is basically, imagine if you're if you set aside a bit of money that is dedicated just towards your sports betting activities. So here we go, Buffer. Don't worry about. We'll just put a whatever. Just I don't know, some whatever. It doesn't matter. This username. This username is not. You can call it a label. Okay. Anyway, so add. Cool. Alright, excellent. Next thing to do. Okay, so now it tells me that new bank account added. Remember to add funds into your new bank account. So what that means is, what is your play money? What is the amount of money that you've set aside? So I'm going to go click on Buffer. I'm going to say adjustment, and so it says here from Buffer, that's increase of how much? Let's say I'm gonna set aside $100 in my virtual account. And when did this occur? So today's, at the time of doing this recording in Australia, Melbourne, Australia, where I'm living at the moment, it's 7th of February. So let's say the 1st of February. 1st of February. Where's the calendar? Alright, yeah, 1st of February, easy. Description, I'll just put here my betting budget. Okay, cool. And if I click adjust, hopefully, alright, good. So there it tells me transactional history table, timestamp on this particular date, and I put in $100 or 100 units, and I didn't take any out. and the current balance is this. Excellent. So let's just go back to the main screen, and now as you can see it's reflected here. The balance is this. Good. This is important because when we add at least one active bookie account, here we see, please add. So click on this. Let's say we have an account with Pinnacle, and the username can be whatever. This is just for your own. You can add the real username. It's not going to make a difference at this stage. So I'm just going to put here my main account. Okay, and then add. Alright, cool. Now, new bookie account added. Remember to deposit funds into your new bookie account, and this is why it's important to have a buffer, at least one bank account set up. So what I can do is I'll click on this Pinnacle, and I'm going to deposit money or funds into my Pinnacle account. So click on this tab, this drop down, buffer. So I'm transferring funds from my buffer to my Pinnacle account, to Pinnacle bookie account. How much am I going to transfer? I've got a maximum available of 100, so it's not going to let me transfer more than that. So let's say I'm going to transfer 30 bucks. And when did I make this transfer? Let's say I actually did this transfer yesterday, so the 6th of, so today's the 7th, so yesterday I transferred this. Deposit, boom. Alright, so it gives me a transfer ID, the timestamp. The transaction type was a transaction. Deposit from my buffer account to Pinnacle in 30 units. Excellent. Now labels is optional. I highly recommend creating a label, although it may not be necessary right now. Now that we have done all this, we can access the other parts of the website. So the most important part that you'll be spending time as a new user is the fixtures. And when you click on fixtures, bear with the slowness of this website at the moment. It's currently sitting on a shared server, and it's a lot of the function, a lot of the code, the what do you call it, processing that happens is pretty server intensive. So I will be moving the website to a different server, probably a self-hosted one here at home. And anyway, enough talking. So that's it. Alright, so now we've set up our account. That's the main purpose of this video, was to give you a walkthrough on how to set up your account so that you can access the other parts of the website. Just very quickly again, if you want to go back to the profile section, you can see on the top right hand corner, Hi Batman, which I entered as my name. I click on profile. Don't worry about these two, these don't work. These two, they're just dummy things for later on. If you want to log out, you click log out, but let's click on profile. And remember I mentioned about money management and what you can do is if you wanted to add other bank accounts, at the moment there's PayPal and Skrill. If you want me, if you have another what do you call it? If you have another type of bank that you use for transferring funds to and from your bookie accounts, let me know. Contact me through the Reddit page or my YouTube channel, and let me know to tell me which bank label you'd like me to create from this drop down. So for example, you can say, okay, I have a Skrill account, username can be whatever, just who cares about the username, as long as you know. In fact, you don't even have to put a username in here. I think, let me check. Yeah, it's not necessary to put a username. New bank account created, remember to add funds. So in the same way, if you have, for example, $100 in your Skrill account, so click on adjustment. So you're going to increase into your Skrill account how much? I'm going to put 100 units, and let's say I did this today. Alright, and I'll put here initial deposit into Skrill. It's pretty obvious. Initial deposit, bang, adjust. Alright, so now I've got buffer, I've got a balance of 70. It was 100, but because I transferred it to Pinnacle, it's now I've transferred 30 to Pinnacle, and now Skrill has 100, and so on. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, well that's the end of this video, and the next video I'll do a tutorial on how to create a bet tracker, to actually make a selection and save that selection so that you can actually do the bet tracking side of things. Alright, so thanks for listening and watching. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.